boy, you a fool. Woo.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Yup. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. On phone now. Y'all motherfuckers know the rules, man. Get y'all a little bit of squeefer. Get y'all a little bit of wine, man. It's knee slapping this bitch. As y'all pull up, hit that like button. And you already know how to act in this bitch. Show some love, show some respect, or get turned to a pack in this bitch. On photo. See y'all in the chat too. Trinity first. Oh, photo. Guns and Rods. Mr. Knowledge. Right or wrong, Mr. Knowledge. Miss Kalia. Miss Kalia. What's I and with you, 9? We gonna vibe out for a second, man. Y'all know what to do. Use y'all time wisely, man. Yeah, man, as soon as you press the live button, nigga. As soon as you press the button. Trip D's, what's out and with you, 9? M. Della Creme, Chris Connor's in the building. Now it's right or wrong, nigga. Right or wrong. We got the special request today, man. Special request. Take a side eye inquest today, y'all. Hey Coles, man, you wanna make a bet? Right or wrong? I'm taking all bets. He come out saying the same shit, man. We've been here before. This a rerun, nigga. Bro's gonna do the same shit, right or wrong?
Beat it up. I take my time and I beat it up. Ain't no wasting my time, girl, it's heating up. When I pick up them legs,
exactly, Mr. Knowledge.
Kiss on that, just to eat it up. She say, don't waste no time, babe, just speed it up. Mess all them features up.
Hey, Pete, you still got that 65 inch? I don't fall down. I know who you is. Appreciate you for pulling up, Pete.
She got me so
that all the way up.
Got a blur with a vision. What a miraculous feeling. Now watch me switch up that position. I'm twisting her body. That's what you call sexual healing. She gone in her head and her body. She shaking and trembling. Now that's how you make none of
They probably all YP. Them all enemies of YP, bro. They gonna slide on that nigga together. You feel me? Fuck around, be a shock symbol. Like that Haitian nigga with the guitar to say going to November. I be going into November. Fro's ass going to December maybe. I don't know, folks. I don't know, man. We gotta look up the laws in New York. He had multiple violations. We gonna talk about it in a second, though.
switch up the tempo, just keep it up.
A little update, then we jump into the special request. You heard? Mr. Knowledge said Golden and them had that money for YP, but that nigga Fifth, he's a goofy. Tell these people in the building, man, hit that like button for the one time. I appreciate y'all. If you at work, man, you know the rules. As soon as your supervisor, team lead walk past, man, pull that phone out, hit that motherfucking like button for the one time, man. Oh shit, I got name brand HR in the building. Both of my HRs in the building. I ain't see the head of security in this motherfucker yet, but we finna, we gonna make it do what it do. Damn, that's below minimum wage. He a slave, gang? Straight up. I need more bands. We gonna go ahead and start the show, man. Y'all already know. Peach, what you want to talk about?
I need more bands. I need more bands.
Shoot me an email or whatever. You feed me.
Bring me more bands. I need more bands. I need more bands. Shorty shaking.
Yeah, man, it's a repeat. He live in a vicious cycle, Chris Connors. A vicious cycle, you heard?
You can pay to watch me. Come on. Come to pay to watch me. Come on. Always go on the road. I am.
We got files, but we doing a special request, man. Somebody sent the link. You feel me? They say, yo, slap. Check it out, Joe. If y'all got some special requests, man, because like I'm say, if y'all got some special requests, something worthy of covering, we might have time tonight, man. Shoot the most notable video you got. You feel me? Drop the link in the chat. You feel me? Because the video we finna cover probably like a 30-minute joint. So it'll probably take us about an hour at the most to get through it, and then I'll be about this motherfucker if we ain't got shit else. But that's what I came here for. You heard? Yeah, he just still he need a little 2K. You heard? We had the money on the floor. It's over a month. He got locked over on the 19th of October.
White girl calling me a hunk. Team buzzing like a trap beeper. Right place with the right people. Shorty just offered some head. She hit it right on the head.
Right on the head.
I talk her out of her soul. Finesse ass right out the bed. Go ahead, you ain't scared. I need more bands. I need more bands. I need more bands. Spin to get it back again. Bring me more bands. I need more bands. I need more bands. Shorty shaking hella ass. Bring me more bands.
I need more bands. Hit the bitch and a friend. Holla ass, shake your ass.
Right, let's
little
get it.
freaky bitch, huh? More dope, good gas. Can't ride away, not it mad. So sad, so sad. Toe tag, face mask. Walk off, then a dash. Free bands, free bands. Blue hunter, see notes. Fan lane to get changed. Roll the shine, plain Jane. Going dumb, no brain.
That's it, folks. You already know, folks. If you know, you know. Now it's right or wrong. He need noodles too, by the way. Let's get it. On phone now. What down, YouTube? It's your boy, Knee Slap. EN to the motherfucking T, nigga. To the T, nigga. To the T, nigga. What's happening with you, nine? What's enlightening about y'all divinity? On phone them. I hope y'all niggas been taking care of y'all self. On phone them. Happy Friday. Hope y'all enjoying y'all motherfucking Friday. That free air feel good. None of y'all niggas in the box needing a little 2K. Man's it. He ain't here, but I'm. What? Stop playing.
Chase a little 2K. Trying to chase a little 2 bands.
Man, you heard? He trying to chase a little 2 bands. Like Now said, nobody got an official update on YP besides him need the little 2K, folks. And that's real shit. On the real, he need noodles. He probably needs some lip balm because you know how he said last time they wouldn't even give him lip balm and some more shit. He gonna have all kind of lawsuits when he get out that motherfucker. On the real. But the reason we here tonight, y'all, and I appreciate y'all for pulling up 38 people. If you have not hit the like button, man, fuck with Dapper Slap for the one time. Stop playing with me on my mama. Look, man, I got this little email, right? I can't see. Let me see. You feel me? Put it up for you. You feel me? They say, yo, what up, Slap? Listen, man, I know very well you're already backed up on some Froze content as it is. But when you feel like taking a detour, I urge you, nigga, to check this video out, and it's very well done. And it'll clear up and shed light time the Kulu widows and the YP nut huggers that try to play us like we on some mushroom tea stuff. I don't fuck them. But nah, view it when you can, man. It's a good one. And to be fair, gang, I'll be honest with y'all niggas, man. He's the second nigga to send me the same video. So I guess we got to do it. The first nigga that sent me this video was my nigga Rim TV, Rimrella. He texted shit to me, and I told that nigga, hold on, folks, we backed up on content, folks. For real, this is we covering a whole saga Rim right now, so I ain't have time. But we got time to do an Otten Quest today. But salute to Rim. He was the first one to send me this link. Then Buddy right here, I missed 2016. Salute to him. Salute for all the clipping and shit. You feel me? So I'm gonna go ahead and cover this joint, man. On the real. Dapper slapping this bitch, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Let's get to it, man. Let's go ahead and do the intro. We in this motherfucker. You heard?
Knee slap ride dolo, but shit, we can do it 2v2. Tag team partner, he gon' show you a goofy too. Rim the third, he be glad to put
hit that like button, gang. You say you getting braided up?
Yeah, this is not what you were used to do. You niggas fruity too. Your casket's made of fruity loops. This big round over your body look like a hula hoop.
Hey, I ain't lost up in my ways. Big advance, you know I flex, you know I stun, I do my thing, yeah. Knee slapping entertainment. Shout out to my team, yeah, I came up on the same shit. 40 wrist, I'm in that busy, man, I had a lane switch. Yeah, you know, young Blizzy, I be out there on the same shit.
Already know who it is, it's your boy. Knee slapping ENT. Let's get it!
On the phone now, nigga. On the phone now.
To the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Pros, we about to get lit in this bitch. You know I ain't never did nothing for none of my birthdays. I got some weed up in this motherfucker. I got some shrooms up in this bitch. Hold up.
Wait a minute, nigga. Alright, y'all, man. We here now, nigga. Special request live stream video. Your boy Dapper slapping this motherfucker. This video is I forgot who this was, man. CD Productions. It's called The Dark Side of Young Pharaoh on phone now. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out, see what they talking about, gang. We doing a side Otten Quest today. Like I said earlier, man, if you ain't heard me, y'all got some special request videos, let me know. We might have time tonight. If we do, I hit the link and we can cover it. Don't fall now. If we don't have time, shoot it to my email, man. kneeslappingent@gmail.com. You already. Let me share my screen real quick with y'all niggas, man. See what they talking about, man. They say the dark side of YP. He ain't got no light in him. Another thing too I want to say before we start this video game. It was a nigga in my live stream last time. He said, yo, Slap, you never covered the videos before YP got the mushrooms, before when he was doing lectures. Like, bro, like he wasn't saying crazy shit back then. Like he wasn't stealing information back then. Like he wasn't citing the sources back then. On the real. But I think this video is, hey, he ain't got no tattoo on his face. So we might be back there somewhere, gang. So kudos to you, because I hit the link that you sent me, gang. And you feel me? I covered that shit. I replied to you, hit the link. That's in Rise and Fall, Young Pharaoh Part 1, nigga. And you said it wasn't. It's there, nigga. Go watch it. On the real. Let's go.
I don't teach my to be pro-black. I teach people to be pro-righteous. Be righteous. Listen, I don't nobody agree with me or not. I'm going to say it again for you. A Rambo, I don't care if you're watching. I don't care if your baby died. I don't care if your baby died. You died. Serenity died. One of you mother hurry up and die.
Damn.
So Babylon.
Hey, he ain't had no shrooms in him, gang. What the fuck is he on, fam? Fro's been on that shit for a long time. And a lot of y'all niggas was backing him. On the real. He been on some terrorist shit in the communities. On the real. He came out like this. What are y'all talking about? He don't care if what happens. Huh? What are y'all talking about?
I don't care if your baby died. I don't care if your baby died.
Diabolical.
You died. Serenity died. One of you mother hurry up and die. So Babylon and the white.
One of you niggas hurry up. Who the fuck he think he is, first of all? This is not Minister Society, nigga. He think he Kane and O-Dog in a liquor store. Nigga, hurry up and die. Hurry up and buy. What is he on, gang? But this the nigga that y'all said was so spiritual. He was gonna lead y'all down that narrow path. On the real. All them niggas lying to y'all. I'm telling you. All them niggas want your donations. They want your money to get to where? What they gonna take y'all, first of all? Oh, they got the knowledge. They ain't got no fucking knowledge, fam. They got backwards knowledge, fam. We're gonna talk about it a little bit tonight on the real because that shit crazy. Y'all niggas, man. Y'all listen and follow anybody.
That pressure on you because I want to see all this tough shit y'all talking about. Peace, family. I don't know who you with, nigga. I'm gonna take the air out your chest, nigga. Peace, family. I'm gonna poke a hole in your ass, nigga. I'm gonna make your ass go.
Little bird chest having ass, nigga.
Peace, family. Suck my.
This sober YP, exactly, y'all.
Peace, family.
This PP family, this sober YP, y'all. What y'all talking about? Huh? What y'all talking about? He not coming back. His mental took over. He lost that battle. Super low vibrational. On the real.
If I ever see that nigga, I'ma stab the air out your lungs, nigga. Peace, family.
Crazy.
I hope them birdies don't.
Look at these niggas for Nature Boy wild as shit. This is like, man. This is one of the funniest eras on YouTube right here, fam. When them niggas was going at it.
We love you, blood. Love you, I love you, man. Look
at YP face.
I hope y'all bitches die in y'all sleep.
Clap it up for Froze. Not in they sleep, Froze. That's a peaceful way to go, but damn, nigga. That Lord have mercy. Hey, fam. This is y'all leader. This is I in the general, nigga. What y'all talk about, fam? And to get disgusted, though, man. Let's go. What is he talking about? This before the shrooms. I want to hear it.
Peace, family. Bobby Hemmett did not know what he was talking about.
I ain't gonna say Bobby Hemmett ain't know what he was talking about, but it's levels to this information. And Bobby Hemmett, I ain't gonna say he had it all the way correct, but I ain't gonna say he ain't know what he was talking about neither, folks. That's just like a level of your spirituality. You meet different, you feel me? You go through different sections, fam. But at the end of the day, y'all gotta go inside y'all self. I keep telling y'all. Y'all gurus and y'all teachers, the leaders that y'all looking for is supposed to be inside of you, fam.
Right.
Y'all looking outside.
And that's what it is. And for everybody saying that Bobby Hemmett is sick, I don't give a if he's sick. What the is you telling me that for? That ain't got shit to do with what that nigga said out of his mouth. And I didn't know he was sick, nor do I care. Peace, family. I don't teach.
We don't care if he in jail needing noodles and need a little 2K on the real.
I'm trying to taste a little 2K. Trying to taste a little 2 bands.
I don't give a fuck if you get your noodles. I don't give a fuck if they don't provide hot waters in a fork for your ass, nigga. On the real. We don't give a fuck, Froze. On the real. We don't give a fuck. Yeah, that was pure comedy. J99N, what on with you? What's on with you now? I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Miss Kalia. Name brand HRs, both of them in the building. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Yeah, this is before the shrooms, y'all. This is before the shrooms. I don't want to hear shit. Slap, you ain't never play that. Listen, fam. Y'all the niggas that ignored the red flags. Y'all just took any information that sounded good because he said that shit with conviction. He said that shit was he was saying shit with so much conviction, fam. It'll make you a believer. But when you wise up and you rising up, fam, you got to do your own research. You got to go type that shit in and then it make you ask questions. And then when you start asking him questions, fam, now you want to, hey, nigga, pop, pop, pop. You getting shot. They getting shot on phone now. Let's go.
To be pro-black. I teach people to be pro-righteous.
Mixed bone. Righteous. What on with you, Mixed Box? 7 in the building.
Eve Online
we got,
is a
what's
vast
this?
universe.
Oh, we got, all right.
If you white, you're friends with white people, Your girlfriend's white, your husband's white. This may not be the environment for you for about the next 3 hours. That's all I want to say. I'm very pro-black. I'm not unapologetically African. I'm hardcore.
In the beginning of this video, he was just saying that he's not pro so-called black.
Or African.
That was Marshall Daniels, also known as Young Pharaoh, a self-proclaimed pro-black and pro-righteous aspiring leader in the black community. But as you can see in those previous clips, Young Pharaoh, who is a felon, has been on the internet for years, threatening and wishing death.
Hold on real quick. Buy and run. That's because they life going just as good as his. They follow that man down the wrong way. They ain't got no bread. They can't get their leader out. Imagine having all the motherfucking followers in your nation, fam, and they got your ass sitting for what? Hold on.
I'm trying to chase a little
That's
2K.
crazy.
Trying to chase a little 2 bands. Hey.
On other people and even babies. As of late, he's been on a crusade to supposedly expose a cult leader named Nature Boy. But on the other hand, he stated on many occasions that he hopes that everyone in the cult, including the babies, die.
Diabolical.
Young Pharaoh has been known for disrespecting Bobby Hemmett, Noble Drew Ali, and even Louis Farrakhan.
And that's what I got a problem with the most, nigga. You came in here taking information from motherfuckers and then dissing the ancestors. You feel me? Specifically, nigga, Noble Drew Ali. That nigga ain't did shit to you. He was a prophet. Look at his line of work. He did greatness, folks. He did a lot of shit. He came out with a lot of information y'all niggas be stealing from. More science, nigga. Nobody ever want to cite their sources, though, on the real. But F Noble Drew Ali, according to Pharaoh, and y'all follow that nigga, on the real.
Just to name a few. Now, if Young Pharaoh were white, he would be called a racist, a psychopath, and even a monster.
This ain't got nothing to do with
Young
race.
Pharaoh claims that he is pro-black and the black woman is God, his hate speech and venom has been forgiven by the black community.
See, this is why I tell y'all to stop putting yourself in the box. I'm not a part of no so-called black community or conscious community. You feel me, folks? Those titles and labels and the way people would say certain stuff and spin narratives, there was hella people in the so-called black community that was calling Pharaoh out about that shit. It was not forgiven. But then you had some people who was blind to the red flags and blind to what the fuck he's saying that did blindly follow him, though.
According to Young Pharaoh, white people are not humans, black people are not mammals, but in fact are reptilian.
No, Europeans are mammals. They're spliced with monkey or wolf DNA.
It says all mammals, including humans, have the same distinctive features. These includes fur or hair growing from the skin, mammal glands that in females produce milk or feeding the young.
We have reptilian DNA. This is why we have the reptilian part of the brain, and it also proves that we're reptile, that we have reptilian DNA.
Now, when they talk about the reptilian part of the brain, it's not physical like reptilian DNA. It's about how it functions. That we have 3 different functions of the brain, which is it functions like a reptilian brain, it functions like an insect brain, and it functions like a mammal brain, but it's not physical DNA though.
Pineal gland. The cobra is the only animal on the planet that not only has a pineal gland, but it also meditates. The cobra is the only animal you can play music to in a dance. Try that shit with a tiger and see what happens. Because the tiger is a mammal. It doesn't have a pineal gland.
He say, Mr. Knowledge say, Noble Drew Ali was a high degree Freemason, I believe. And I got to correct you on that. He was not a Freemason, bro. It hit different, and I gotta tell y'all this though, because a lot of people be confused. That's why I be trying to tell y'all it's real spiritual warfare, straight up. Noble Drew Ali went in to learn the signs and symbols and put everything that was hidden from people into the forefront. So he was not a Freemasonic, he was a Masonic, and it's a difference between a Mason, a son of mama, and a free Mason. They want to be free from the original order of things, fam. So that's the difference between Noble Drew Ali and free Masonics, on the real. The Freemasonics are the ones that went into our mystery schools, so-called Egypt. You feel me? And our ancestors taught them knowledge, and they flipped that shit backwards on the real. It hit different.
Higher does not count you to the higher levels of consciousness. Hence, this is why the
It's our
ancestors called
shit,
the
bro.
divine energy serpent energy. This is why they chose the cobra. That's why they bore the cobra. Because the cobra is the most spiritual animal on the planet. And we have reptilian DNA. That's why when you get ashy, you look scaly, and then everybody go like, yeah, you got webbed hands. There's not nobody in this room that don't got webbed hands. So, with that being said, then we have reptilian DNA. So when it says and the reptile.
So, the cobra represented, you feel me? It was a spiritual symbol that it wasn't just in so-called Egypt. If you looking through all cultures around the world, our ancestors was putting that cobra symbol on it like they third eye or whatever. The so-called Egyptians believed that the cobra could spit fire at his enemies. Placing the cobra on their forehead meant that the ruler was protected by divine forces. You know what I'm saying? Higher, it also represented like higher consciousness, spiritual awakening, inner vision, connection with the divine wisdom. You feel me? That's what that shit meant.
They talking about us. And remember, there's group themselves. You gotta deal with science.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, this is Dope Tech from Wix.
They all got backwards knowledge.
We can see that young Pharaoh doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, right? He claims that the cobra is the only animal that has a pineal gland.
GD, what the fuck he trying to throw up, folks?
Incorrect. A simple Google search shows us that there are many animals with pineal glands. He then goes on to say that black people are reptilian because we have ashy skin, webbed hands, and reptilian DNA.
We got some resemblance to reptilian, like the webbed hands and shit like that. There's a lot of resemblance, but I don't think that is saying that we are actually reptilian, though. You know what I'm saying? But our DNA stretches so far back, fam. It stretches so fucking far back. It's not knowing what the fuck we got inside of the humans, folks. On the real, it's certain humans.
This boy has to be the worst researcher in the black community. Believe it or not, people actually claim that young Pharaoh is an intelligent young man that has changed their lives. Some even claim that his presentation...
What that nigga tell Kane and Mrs. I feel sorry for your mama if they believe that shit, bro. But it's people that really do saying that. They tell me that to my face.
Contain solid research with nothing but facts. Well, I'm sorry to break the news to you guys, but I'm here to tell you that after looking at young Pharaoh's body of work, including not only his lectures, but also his YouTube videos, I've concluded that young Pharaoh is a scholar at pulling shit out of his ass.
Alexander Lawson says, how does one flip knowledge? Does it concern the presentation or understanding of this knowledge? There's 3 keys to life, and it's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Some people just have some knowledge, but they don't never have the wisdom. It hit different. Knowledge and wisdom is 2 different things. Some people have some knowledge, but they don't have the wisdom. They don't have the understanding or overstanding of what they read it. They just like, oh, okay. But there's deeper meaning. There's esoteric and exoteric meanings to certain information. Especially when you read like biblical texts. There's a spiritual meaning behind what it's saying before it was ever a physical. Everything happened in the heavens before it happened in the physicals. As above, so below, as within, so without. Those are the keys people are supposed to use that gave you formulas. But people don't use it. And another way they flip shit is got to understand that where do everybody go to get their knowledge from? Everybody. They run to one place. So-called Egypt, right? They all run to so-called Egypt, which was really Kemet, right? They're deciphering what they call the Manu Neter and all that shit, right? And we're going to talk about that later because I think him and Polite was talking about that. If it was deciphered or not, and I give my little spill on that. But understand that when they go to so-called Egypt, you got to remember the fact that Egypt, so-called what they call Egypt, it fell. They were sacked by the Greek, right? So they had the Egyptian so-called priests, because some of that knowledge wasn't for everybody. So they had Egyptian priests translate that shit into Greek. Remember, the Rosetta Stone didn't exist until the so-called Egyptians fell, right? So everything people get about their translations of what this say and what this mean, it comes from Rosetta, what you call the Rosetta Stone, where they put 3 different languages so everybody can understand what this shit is saying. But when you know that certain knowledge wasn't supposed to be given, and y'all do your own homework, do your own research on the real, everything wasn't translated into fruition. All the ancient text was not translated. They have some parts, they have a lot majority of it because of the Rosetta Stone. But why would the priests who was responsible, the ones that was keeping the knowledge, this was their job. This is what their duty was to keep this knowledge, to contain this knowledge. And even though Egypt fell, they didn't give all that fucking knowledge to the fucking Greek. And then what happened with the Greek? They got sacked by Rome, right? So everything that you have in Greek mythology is nothing but Egyptian shit, but they flipped it and switched the names. And I've mentioned this shit before, like who you think is Osiris is really Asar. Who you think is Isis is really Aset. Who you think is Horus is really Heru. They just took the names and flipped it into Greek. And then the Romans came and did the same. Now you got some watered down Greek and then watered down Egyptian shit. Now you got Roman mythology. But they all went to one fucking place. But there was secret keepers on this planet that was responsible for keeping shit. And this is why people get and gain backwards knowledge, because they was tricked on the real. Why was the Greek, if you look at Greek culture, a lot of them was into like so-called homosexuality. They was into little boys and shit because they had backwards fucking knowledge. They was having so-called sexual intercourse with animals and shit. This was very popular in their culture. You're not supposed to be having sex with animals. Who the fuck taught you that, gang? But they thought they had some knowledge, gang. On the real. This is real shit. Everybody run to Egypt, but they don't know what happened there. They fell.
I remember around 2016 when he first came on the scene, his name was Young Pharaoh Allah, which I believe may be one of the most ridiculous names in the so-called conscious community. I remember seeing him in an interview on Black News 102. And honestly, I was not impressed by his presentation, especially given the fact that the information that he was providing was not his own. And he never...
Straight up, flip brother. And another way I want to say too, like, when people talk about like religion today, that's a perfect example how they flip shit. Because they took, and this is why a lot of our people are so, we already spiritual people. But why we so heavy in the church and why it resonate with us, because nigga, it was our shit. They just flipped it into some material worshiping shit. When they worship Jesus, that's another flip. His name was Yahushua. That was his real name. And he talked about none of the shit that they so-called Jesus was talking about. All that miracles and doing all this magic shit. Yahushua was only teaching about the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible. He talked about the Father all the time. He wouldn't talk about nothing else about a pressing system and bringing on a better system was to come. His teachings was flipped to some other shit. That's another flip. It's tricknology. It's all tricknology. Also, people think that they God instead of going inside and understand that God is within them. That fucking fire, that light is inside of everybody and it connects to the greater fire. And over here, a lot of the so-called indigenous tribes, we are everywhere on the planet have a father that sits above, that breathes life into creation. We all have a similar story about being made from clay and coming up out of the waters and shit. It's in every fucking culture, not just Egyptian, not just America, not just everywhere, fam. And it wasn't just one pyramid. We had pyramids all over the fucking world, but everybody just runs to Egypt. They don't go to the other, nigga, put all that shit together. Everything has been divided. Bring it together so you can know the truth.
Cited his sources. He told Polite that he got his information in his sleep from extraterrestrials. The Black woman is God ideology that he's promoting is a topic that was made popular by Natural Tahuti, who is now imprisoned. Young Pharaoh was also talking about the astrological roots of Christianity. And again, this is a topic that was made popular by movies like Zeitgeist and people like Jordan Maxwell. The fact that Young Pharaoh did not give credit to the original sources of the information showed me that he had no integrity
those people wasn't even the original sources of that information. It goes way further than that. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
And that he was a snake. Initially, Pharaoh was a quite humble dude, but as time progressed, he became an egomaniac on a power trip.
Watch my power, Inky. Watch this. Polite, I'm not coming on no more of Inky on. You're done. That's my power.
Head ass, boy.
You're irrelevant. You're irrelevant now. Matter of fact, get him off. Get him off where I'm going. Watch this, Ink. Watch this. Get him off where I'm going. Get him off. I'm gonna show you my.
No. Pharaoh said, hey, Brian. Pharaoh said he got his knowledge when he went to sleep, and then he got abducted by aliens, and they messed with his 33rd vertebrae, and he said the aliens told him everything. That's what he said, fam. Damn that verbatim for what he said.
I'm gonna hit this red button in 15.
All he's gonna wind up doing is
what you disagree with, gang?
It's not necessary.
13. I'm gonna show you my power. 12, 11. We out of here. All my SOS squad out of here. 10.
All right. So what we'll do, since we got to this point.
Yeah, Mr. Knowledge, all the land was connected. We are connected. We was all connected. People forget about that part because water divide the continents and shit, nigga. We was all connected. And this one I ain't gonna, and I don't know what my man said he disagreed with me on, but we could talk about it if you want to, fam. I'm here for it right now on the real because people think they know something. Even with the fucking cobra symbols on the forehead, you find that all over the fucking world, not just Egypt, like I said earlier, fam, because it comes from somewhere. It's a more ancient civilization that you also know about, that y'all forget about, which was Atlantis, that also fell. It was a high civilization. They had all this shit people talk about. That shit came from survivors from Atlantis. The Egyptian shit ended up in Egypt, ended up in America, ended up all over the fucking world. These was the keepers of the knowledge, fam. It's the same fucking symbols from Atlantis. And them symbols come from somewhere more ancient too, on the real. That was Lemuria before Atlantis, fam. It's the same ancient fucking information. It's the same shit. But they just flip it.
Oh, we'll talk to you later.
Don't play. Don't come. Don't play. I'm not a kid. This is not that other channel.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm saying you're gonna leave rather than you doing a countdown.
Like what?
I will, but I had to let him know. Come on now, polite. Like, come on.
Yo, he was casting death on children, women, everybody, fam. That's what he was doing. He's a demon, straight up. No real God body talks that way and do shit like that, fam. That shit is demonic energy, fam. Straight low vibrational, nothing high frequency about Pharaoh's since he been out. But just because he can tell you some lies and tell you mixed with a little truth, some of these niggas nut hugging, like Buddy in the comments right now. Just nut hugging, fam.
I would say it's like having another producer in the room.
Let's
that
get
knows
past this
exactly
ad. Bear with me.
This is co-producer. The fastest.
What helping people HIV right now? You're helps you. Like you're giving people HIV. Like you're giving people HIV right now.
Hey, y'all know what a caduceus is? It ties into that serpent, the cobra too, where people don't understand this shit. Let me show y'all. Let me take a quick detour. I want to show you something. Let me share the screen with you. Stop screen, share screen. Let me show you something, my nigga. Some may know, some may not. This is a caduceus. You've seen it before, right? Y'all know what that is and what it represents. These are serpent energies. One's masculine, one feminine energy. That pole is the same rod that they was talking about in the Bible when they was throwing it down and they was doing the pharaohs and the priests was having a war and they was throwing the rod down and it was turning into a serpent in the Bible. This is the same shit they talking about. But they not talking about literal, right? That pole in the middle that the two serpents are going up, that represents your spine on phonel. One snake is feminine, the other snake is masculine energy intertwining through each chakra up your spine to your crown chakra, fam. Where you see this at, where they play with your energy a lot at, it's the hospitals. And hos is a derivative, it means death on the real. So they keep the hospitals cold in that motherfucker because it plays with your temperature. They fucking with your spinal energy, fam. This is all ancient shit. This is nothing new. So when Pharaoh's talking about cobras and shit like that, he knows what he's talking about, but he's not telling y'all all the truth about it. Those serpents on phonel, going up your spine, fam. Those wings right there, when people say they get their wings, your wings It's not on your back. The wings is on the side of your head. When your pineal glands open up, your third eye shoots open, and you can actually you get your wings. That's what it's kind of like the Vikings helmet. That's where they get that symbol from on Vikings. Your wings is on your head, nigga, not on your back for real, to be honest with you. But that's the caduceus if anybody didn't know that. On phone now. Stop screen. Let's get back to the video. Hold on. Oh, hell no. My shit just froze. Hold on, gang. Y'all gotta bear with me. There we go. Don't start acting up. Because I'll back it up. Hold on. There we go. Oh, phone now.
Combination, I want y'all to feel love right now. Love. It's not having a love. It's not
the Samia, what's happening with you?
I love you, bro. Everybody's everybody put HIV in the chat.
What did you want me to prove? Hold on, time out. You sound like you challenging me, gang, because you mad I'm talking about froze. I'm telling you real shit that you can actually look up and research, fam. I ain't got nothing, What you want me to prove? Specifically, like, what are you asking me?
I love. Let me remind
a lot of you niggas is too far from the shit, man. You like that one size fit all headed nigga. That's probably who you are, fam. I'm telling you. Y'all niggas is too much into them textbooks, fam, that they taught you in school. That who was it? Ghislaine Maxwell's father put out for y'all niggas, fam. That's what y'all niggas is into. That collegiate shit. Y'all don't know how Harvard University started, nigga. Y'all don't know how none of that. I broke that shit down already for you niggas, fam. On the real. Y'all be arguing bullshit.
Let me remind you. Everybody just put HIV. This is crazy, bro.
Folks, I personally cannot sit down and watch a Young Pharaoh video
100
for a couple of different reasons. The first,
hold on, what down, twin? What you 9? What's it like about you, Divinity? I appreciate you for pulling up.
Shit like that.
Is his excessive cursing. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not going to sit down and watch a little boy cuss up a storm for no good reason. Then you have the situation.
It's not really cursing. We got to stop that shit. We got to stop that shit. There's 2 curse words. There's 2. The rest of that shit is what you call profanity or profound language. It's not cussing or cursing. You can curse people with damn. You can damn somebody and you can bless somebody. Those are the 2 curse words that really exist. That if you know, you know, nigga. But the rest of that shit is profound language. It's not cussing.
Popping his eyes out at you. I'm not sure why this dude believes that he has to bulge his eyes out to emphasize what he's saying. And last but not least, you have probably one of the most annoying thing that he does, which is the excessive tongue flicking. Folks, this irritates me to the 10th degree. You know, when I first saw it, I'm thinking, maybe it's a habit he caught in prison, or maybe he's a reptilian or something.
He said maybe he's a reptilian.
When I slowed down his tongue flicking, I saw that he was purposely folding the bottom of his lip and flicking his tongue out. Other times he would lick the corners of his mouth. Now I've seen some black people lick their lips like LL Cool J to be sexy and whatnot, or lick the side of their mouth to prevent the spit buildup. But my God,
how about just licking your lips because your lips dry? He said they be doing it to be sexy.
Young Pharaoh takes it to a different level, to the point
where
he
do
videos.
Folks shit got a mind of its own, gang. Froze shit just be. I don't think he doing that shit on purpose, because to this day, like, but right leading up to his arrest, when he was drunk, folks, that motherfucker, like, Froze wasn't even there, but his tongue was like still awoke, but he was dazed out, folks. Like, that motherfucker got a mind of its own, gang.
Or unwatchable. Now, the thing is, when I consider the fact, right, that Pharaoh's favorite animal is
my nigga, cobra. Mr. Knowledge on phone now, you close though, but I ain't gonna tell you wrong. You feel me? Your truth is your truth. I'm gonna tell you on phone now. Damn and bless on phone now. Hell is just another word for Helios. Hell is the sun. Helios is the sun. On the real, it's the fire from. That's what that is. But hell, you can't curse anybody with hell. On the real, they can say, "Oh, you're going to hell," but that's not cursing. Like, that's just making a statement. Like, for that, like, you just making a statement. But damming shit up, like, we are supposed to be flowing like the river, nigga, like raging water. Like, we supposed to never stop moving, nigga. Like, that water supposed to keep going. And when a beaver build that fucking dam, nigga, it dams up that fucking water. It can't flow. Then that water becomes stagnant and it gets bacteria and it's not alive no more. It becomes dammed up. That's a curse. On phone number this.
And he believes that black people are reptilian. Now it makes perfect sense why he would habitually flick his tongue to the point where now it's second nature. Now, to the people that are on my Patreon page, I have shown you guys real examples of hybrid reptilians tongue flicking. And when we slow down the footage of this young Pharaoh, it is very clear that he is an imposter.
He finna slow down the tongue?
He's just a regular
what type of
Negro
time you on, gang?
that wants to be a reptilian.
Why can't you stay organized? I've experienced this myself.
Folks say, well, you slow down.
Impulse control. Where you prioritize.
Oh my God. Bruh. He put his ass on slow-mo. Leather lip bastard. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not that interested though, folks, in that part. That crazy. Hey man.
For years,
speed this shit up, gang.
I've been trying to get into the reptilian club. Pharaoh is a wannabe reptilian. And to be honest, I'm a bit annoyed at the fact that this scammer...
He said this nigga Froze want to be a reptilian. What up, sis? Appreciate you for pulling up. Oh, Froze and Meek were in the motherfucking building.
Bang.
Oh, everything.
Shit like that.
He said this nigga is a wannabe reptilian, folks. That's why he do it. I don't know, folks. Because I say to this day, folks do that shit uncontrollably. On the real, it's like second nature to his hiccups. He got all kind of shit about him he can't control, folks. His mind, his tongue, his hiccups. On the real, his hands from beating women. It's a lot of shit he don't know how to control, folks. On the real. On phone now. I don't even know I highlighted that goofy nigga comment. I'm done talking to you, gang, because you be on some,
fraud. This hoodlum would try to pretend to be of reptilian lineage. Now, I'm sure white folks might be finding his tongue flicking amusing and even look at him as a tryhard. Black folks, on the other hand, might just be confused and ignore it. But folks, I can spot a fake when I see one. It seems to me that everything about young Pharaoh is forced and excessive, from his jewelry to his cursing.
Yeah, he was forced. He forced the shit out that jewelry though. That motherfucker, what? He ain't got none of them shits no more, gang. None of them shits. Face ass was just throwing on anything from the gas station.
And to the flicking of his tongue. Pharaoh, if you're watching this, I want to say to you, nice try.
Yeah, diabolical 7. Diabolical 5. Like who that was some, I don't know, man. Slap would have never did that, G. I would have, you feel me? But hey, that's his channel, gang.
Application of the Reptilian Club has been denied.
These niggas not real people.
Let's segue and talk about
they got demons inside
and
them.
His presentation. Folks, Pharaoh presents his information in a condescending manner. Me being a real researcher, there's no way in hell I'm going to sit down and watch this little kid talk to me condescendingly throughout his video, especially when the information is incorrect, right? In fact, I don't think any intelligent person would consciously sit down and watch a young Pharaoh video or lecture and come away thinking, man, that guy's a solid researcher.
Hell no. That should be entertaining the motherfucker though, on the real. The way he say that shit with conviction, like folks said, what? Did what? Like folks as we go, G. But the young niggas, they need to hear this shit. They need to come watch the knee slap videos and the rims and the shut up. Hey, salute to Shut Up React, man. He been opening up, nigga. I've been seeing a bunch. Nigga, go check it out, nigga. On the real. They need to see this shit. It's out there, nigga. On the real. For the people that don't want to do their research, nigga, we did a lot of research for y'all. Nigga, connect the dots yourself, nigga.
Right?
I don't know
the people
what to tell
that
y'all,
watch
niggas.
and support young Pharaoh do so either because they find him attractive or because they find his misinformation and cursing entertaining. There's no other logical explanation. This was a video that was requested by my subscribers. Young Pharaoh was not on my radar. I do not watch Young Pharaoh. But now I know and understand why they call him Young Pseudo. I believe people wanted me to do this video on Young Pseudo, not only because he is an incompetent researcher, but he is a notorious con artist.
I don't know what you mean by that.
One of the first scams Young Pseudo did was after the death of Sandra Bland. This dude literally created a Facebook page and started promoting a GoFundMe, asking people to donate so he could create a daycare center in every state across the nation.
Diabolical.
Unfortunately, people did donate to Young Pseudo, and he did reach his goal of about $10,000. Now here's the kicker. After he did that, he told y'all niggas that y'all ain't never did nothing for him. Oh, fuck no. Not only did Young Pharaoh steal the identity of Sandra Bland, he also stole the logo SOS from a charity foundation.
Yes, he did.
I ain't never scammed nobody. I ain't never stole nothing from nobody. The brother put SOS in there. For y'all who don't know about SOS, this is my logo.
That nigga when I made a logo, he snatched they whole shit, folks. Like, folks like, well, like, who the fuck you think you is, gang? You plagiarize everything. Nigga, like, that wasn't even your shit. You ain't never seen a chain like this. You ain't never seen a ring. He went away at a ring and everything on photo, on the real. We gotta listen. We know energy never die on photo. It's long live the ancestors. On the real, long live the ancestors, gang.
This is my logo. This is a part of the movement that I'm have started for.
Yeah, you need that 2K.
Which we're getting ready to open up these daycare centers by the end of the summer and employ black people. So if you hate your job, quit your job and come work in the center and teach the babies. And you see,
if you hate your job, quit your job, come work at his center and come teach the fucking babies. That nigga was going. Niggas was really excited. I wonder how many people really quit they shit on the real. How come? That's why they can't get the 2K for this nigga. They quit they shit.
I'm trying to take a little 2K.
And I ain't against quitting your job, gang. But listen, get a business sub going. You feel me? That's where it's really at. On the real. Businesses, nigga. We need our own businesses, folks. Oh, fuck no. That nigga said, quit your job. Yeah, come teach the babies with me, G. On the real.
I bought the jury out tonight just to make you niggas upset. Okay, you see that? What that ring say? You ain't never seen one of those. That's the SOS. That's the custom SOS ring. You ain't never seen one of those.
You ain't never seen one of those. That nigga went and got, hey, man's it on phone now. He would have got a ring made, gang, and a chain, folks. Like, he was niggas like, man, listen, these niggas don't do their research. These niggas was scamaholics on the real, man. That shit, I don't understand how these niggas sleep at night, folks. I don't know how they rest they head very well at the end of the day, knowing that they took money from hardworking people. I don't think they give a fuck, though. That's the thing. But calm a motherfucker, huh, Froze? We got a little ad. We got a little ad. Hello.
You're not ready for.
There we go.
In 2017, Young Pharaoh decided to create yet another GoFundMe because he realized that there is a large group of black people that are very gullible.
That's what the real money at. That's what that motherfucker real money at. But they want your cash. They want your gold. Yeah, they gonna give you cash for gold. They said, Alex. They gonna give you some piece of paper for your gold. No, bro, that nigga still need a little 2K.
I'm trying to take a little 2K.
He still needs a 2K, bro. On the real. He say he went dumb at the jeweler. Yeah, let me get that. He took that money. Said, let me get that one. Yeah, with the gypsy. You got the Cobra on it. Yeah, let me get that. Let me get the SOS. Yeah, put the SOS on that. That's my shit. You ain't never seen that before, head ass boy. On the real. He's a scumbag, G.
Attention to detail. And so what he did this time around was beg for donations in order to pay for legal fees and to get a felony off his record.
Yes, he did.
Folks, this man had no legal fees to pay for.
That nigga said, yeah, I went to jail for my gun, for Richard Gunn. See, yeah, but back then, he wasn't saying Richard name back then. He said, yeah, I just want to get my record expunged. Yeah, I wanted to be, yeah, nigga, that nigga thought he was Christ, nigga, on the real.
Because his case was already closed and his legal aid is paid by the state. In fact, the same day that his case was closed is the same day that this fraud created the GoFundMe. Now,
Ace don't fuck with that nigga froze. I don't know where you been, gang. Right. You said Ashe. You said why Ashe? Okay, my bad.
After GoFundMe shut his fundraiser down because he couldn't provide sufficient documentation that he had to pay for legal fees, he went ahead and created another fundraiser on a different platform, asking for more money. To you people that support young Pharaoh, how do you explain the fact that this guy had at least 3 fundraisers? One which he asked for $1 million, 2 which he used a dead woman's name to raise funds, and on both occasions, never delivered what he promised. He did not create any daycare centers, and he did not pay for his legal aid. Let's listen to young Pharaoh explain what happened to the fundraiser he created to pay for legal fees.
I want to thank everybody for helping me out with these legal donations. I love y'all. This is an update. So with that being said, going forward, I'm using Razoom.com. The link is in the description if you want to send me a donation. I'm switching from GoFundMe because GoFundMe apparently doesn't allow you to raise money for legal matters, but this site does. Whatchamacallit? As I stated, everybody, I'm about to get this first.
Yeah, they caught me scamming. Yeah, GoFundMe caught me scamming. Yeah, whatchamacallit? Come over here. They don't give a fuck on this website. Whatchamacallit? Use it at your own risk. Whatchamacallit? On real.
After this wave to my attorney, let him do what he do. And then I got till May 1st to come up with the second half. So I want to let everybody.
That nigga never had an attorney at that time for like, that nigga was, man, he was juicing y'all ass, boy. What you talking about?
No, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. As far as the GoFundMe, I'm getting ready to extract that. But you can't raise money for legal funds, so I'm trying to wig-wag. Y'all know how I do. For more details, go on General Seti channel. I showed the contracts. I showed my lawyer contracts, all of that, so everybody know that, everything is official in regards to what he charging, the price, how much he accepts up front, all of that.
No, there are no such thing as legal fees with legal aid. We're assigned by the appellate division, New York State, to handle these cases. We are not paid by the client, so we have not been paid. There are no legal fees associated with this case with Marshall Daniels. We do not charge our clients. We are paid by New York State. So okay. But as far as I'm concerned, once the appeal is going through the process with legal aid and the court system, there's no further appeals.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want?
Get through this one.
With Wix, you can.
He was juicing y'all ass.
Pharaoh has no credibility. His logic is childish, and his methodology for researching topics is laughable. And I'm not hating on this guy. I'm just speaking the facts. At the same time, I hope that this young man evolves and one day becomes a decent researcher. But with that being said, there were 2 events that really destroyed Pharaoh's credibility, and it was his argument that the Medu was not deciphered, and his other argument that aliens are on the hieroglyphics. In both of these heated debates, Pharaoh proved that he is not a legitimate researcher, and rightfully.
What Pharaoh, what YP, what he fucked up on that debate at is what he should have said, nigga. Is that the Medu nigga, has not been fully deciphered, nigga. On the real, it ain't been fully deciphered. Cause like I said, it's well documented. YP on phone now for the goofies that don't know. Like we was talking about earlier, when the Greek sacked the Egyptians, it was the priest that was responsible for holding the knowledge, and they was translating the shit into Greek for them niggas, man. So that's how they came out with the Rosetta Stone in the first place. Do your homework. Go look up Rosetta Stone and how did it originate. On phone them, they gonna tell you, nigga, on the real. But that's how it was getting translated. but it wasn't not all fully translated, nigga.
So he earned himself the name Young Pseudo.
I'd like to say this to the listening audience, that Brother Unk will no longer teach again. I'm going to say this again. I will no longer teach again. I'll just be a sneaker shoe salesman. If Pharaoh right now, can prove on the ancient walls of Kemet, right? Listen to me, that there are aliens. I would like for him to prove that, and then like for Ujao to refute that. Now, if he can do this, I will no longer teach again. So are you willing to do?
Another thing where people fuck up at is that when they keep running back to so-called Egypt, which is Kemet, right? Everything our ancestors did back in the day was not all written fucking down on a fucking wall or in stone, folks. We had a lot of verbal information that was told verbally, folks, and passed down verbally as well, though. But people forget about them parts of the history.
Hold on, Pharaoh.
Everything was not written.
Are you willing to show us that there are aliens on the walls? Hold on. Now, the interesting point about that.
Key word, though, on the walls.
Aliens will be in the damn glyphs that you claim can't be deciphered. I'm not understanding the whole thing.
Go, Pharaoh. Listen, Sonetta, before I do this, I want everybody on mute. Nobody can come off mute. Let me eat. Let me eat.
Let me eat, y'all.
Everybody on mute.
I'm timing his ass, though. I'm timing.
Man, what are you doing? Go on mute. Now, let me make sure y'all can see my screen, Si. Hold on. Let me drag these two out so that they're individual screens. We ain't making no mistakes. Now, you said, how can I'm going to show you? I'm going to show you what you asked for, and I'm going to show you an actual extraterrestrial mummy that was genetically tested to have foreign DNA, and it was mummified. Now I'm going to show you. So, goodbye to the conscious community. Image number one. Image number one. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
This is a medallion found in the tomb of a pharaoh with a giant ass UFO.
That is not a fucking medallion found in no fucking tomb, nigga. That is not no so-called Egyptian shit, folks. That's a modern day new way. That's another thing. And they ask Slap. They say, yo, Slap, how do one get the knowledge flip and the knowledge become backwards? On phone now. This is another way. And the nigga told y'all what they was doing too. I'ma tell y'all gonna learn today, nigga. And y'all can go do your homework, do your research, do whatever the fuck you gotta say, nigga. On the real, whatever you gotta do to understand what I'm telling you is true. On the real, folks. This is some new age movement, Aquarius, satanic bullshit, folks. This all came out like in the early 1900s, folks. On the real. This is not from the fucking tombs. This is not no new shit, folks. So y'all gotta understand when how the knowledge became backwards, not just because when the fucking priest that was translating shit to the Greek, it comes back to the early 1900s too. There was a motherfucker named Albert Pike. I keep telling y'all, do y'all homework on Albert Pike and fucking Aleister Crowley. On the real, they told you they was gonna flip everything backwards. On the real, they was telling niggas everything against the original laws of Ma'at and everything of your ancestors' culture. They was telling you do thy will. They taught y'all niggas that y'all was gods instead of going inside and finding the God within you, nigga, and connecting everything back to one, to source. On the real, but you created this and you created yourself. This is the new age shit. But that shit started when what they do? It was like 1946 when they started shooting rockets out to so-called outer space, folks. And then what happened after that? About a year later, the so-called Roswell crash incident. I don't know if y'all remember, nigga. This is all simultaneously shit that happened on the planet. Go do your homework. On the real. So around then, right after that, they was talking about aliens. This is when aliens became prevalent after the Roswell crash in like 1947. And then they start coming out all this so-called new age information because they were starting to channel demons. Like our ancestors wasn't, well, I ain't gonna say all of our ancestors, but the ones that was really in tune, that the good ancestors, they wasn't channeling no fucking demons. They wasn't channeling nothing outside they self. All that channeling spirit shit comes from the other side of our ancestors, the disagreeable ones, fam. Because you're not channeling. If you start channeling spirits that's outside of yourself, fam, them ain't nothing but demons. You're supposed to go inside of yourself. Everything is inside of you. So after the Roswell crash in 1947, when they start talking about aliens and all this shit, and then they start teaching niggas they was God, the golden age of capitalism from the 45s to the 70s and all that shit. Then we went from what your grandmama and them used to listen to music on that motherfucking record player, a black melanin disc with a diamond needle. That was real music. Then they switched it to cassette players, then CD players. We going digital now. Same thing when they telling y'all that the pennies, you can't even, folks, it's a script, y'all. On the real, they've been telling y'all since the beginning what they trying to do. On the real, we know that AI taking over. We know that, right? We going into the digital era. They talking about not printing penny and paper money. Everything's gonna be on a fucking device. On the real, you seen what they did to Kanye, right? On the real, as soon as you do something against the system, they can press a button. You ain't got no access to your fucking funds. Everything digital. This is the era they going to. On the real, but Albert Pike, Aleister Crowley, what's the other chick name? I be reading some of that shit too, bro. I got a book right here. Hold on. Helena Blavatsky. These the motherfuckers that it was like millions. They came out of nowhere. You can Google the New Age Satanic Aquarius movement and when did it start and how many people came out with all this literature. This is the shit people are citing today. How to manifest. Like I told you, the consciousness started rising on the planet like in 2004. This was what you call a Schumann resonance on the real. And then on the internet as well, you could see it. People started becoming so-called woke on the internet in 2004 when it first came popular, y'all, on the real. What's that lady name? Rhonda Byrnes. She wrote that fucking book. These are all new age spiritual people that came. I'm telling y'all, do y'all homework. They all connected on the real. She came out with the book. They telling y'all some ancestral shit, so it resonates, but they not telling y'all the truth. Rhonda Byrnes came out with the book called what was called The Manifest, How to Manifest on the real, the Secret or whatever it's called, The Secret. And everybody talking about manifesting now on phone now. And then she waited like 4 years to hit y'all with the shebang. She threw y'all ass for a loop. Like I tell y'all, they give y'all bits of information, but they don't hit y'all with the whole shit. Same thing with the mental nectar. If it's been deciphered or not fully, it's not been fully and it ain't been translated properly. Because she taught y'all how to manifest, right? Or she told y'all what manifestation was in that book. And then she came out with the sequel. It was called The Power. Then she giving y'all more secrets that should have been in the first fucking book to begin with. How you gonna manifest something that you don't love? Like you're missing the key ingredients on manifesting, you know what I'm saying? But she waited 4 years to hit y'all with that. This the same game they've been playing with y'all with everything, fam. They give you a bit of information and then y'all think y'all know something and y'all run to the internet and y'all look stupid with backwards knowledge because y'all don't even know where it came from on the real. That's what Slap be talking about. But let me shut the fuck up. I'm running my mouth.
On it. Do you see that UFO? Do everybody see that? Yes. Oh, you quiet. Goodbye. Okay, now point number 2. Now point number 2. Goodbye. Now point number 2. Let me body his ass.
Goodbye, boop. Damn, it's hella ass. It is my man getting that bread on this one.
Now point number 2.
Oh my God.
This is an actual extraterrestrial mummy that was recovered in Kemet. Can you see that?
No, the fuck is not.
Yo, y'all gotta stop laughing, man.
Nah, fuck that, Si. Nah, fuck that, Si. That nigga said it's an actual what? What, nigga? No, it fuck is not, folks. On the real. This nigga crazy as hell.
Number 2. Now point number 2. Goodbye.
What is it,
now
Froze?
Point number 2. Let me body his ass. Let me eat him up. Now point number 2.
Oh my.
Y'all was eating this shit up to it back then. So yeah, let me body his ass. Let me body his ass. Folks was just pulling up anything. This is proven to y'all that Froze been a fraud since the beginning. This is before the tattoo. This is before the mushrooms. This is y'all niggas that's clinging on to niggas that think gonna lead y'all down that narrow path, fam. And I'm telling you, it's bullshit.
This is an actual extraterrestrial mummy that was recovered in Kemet. Can you see that?
No, it wasn't. Hell no.
Can you see that?
It sound good to fuck though, the way he said with conviction. On phone there, it was recovered in Kemet. I'm gonna use the real word for Egypt, and I'm like, niggas, wow, well, he said that, so he must be know what he talking about, and he said it with conviction. Nigga, go look that shit up, folks. No, the fuck they did not.
Yo, y'all gotta stop laughing, man. Come on, man.
No. Let them laugh. But do the research, see if it's factual,
crazy.
See if it's made up, see if they DNA tested it, and when it come back that they did, and when it come back that it has 4 haplogroups, genetics to this planet, I don't want to see you on Sinetta no more.
I don't know now. That's just why they call it, because okay, look, it's like what's going on the planet right now, right? We at the Everything is cycles, bro. We're at the end of a cycle. So this, like, every age, and we talked about this before, every age or era is 26,000 years of the cycle. That's an age or error. When they talk about leaving the Pisces to Aquarius, that's all age and eras, and each era is 26,000 years. A full cycle, though, is 300, about a 360,000 something year cycle, folks. Look that shit up, folks. It'll tell you, folks. We're at the end of that. Like, we're not going from one era to another. We at the end of the whole fucking cycle. What you call the Mayans was talking about. But I told y'all they got y'all living. They added like 7-8 years to that calendar of the so-called Ethiopian calendar. It's one of the most accurate calendars that's on the planet. We have no calendar that's completely accurate. That motherfucker don't date for 2025. So when they told you in 2012, it was 2012, it wasn't. When they told you it was 2020, it wasn't, folks. It wasn't. So that's the timeline that niggas need to look at. And I'm going to just keep telling y'all that. Thank me later. When you get it, you get it.
To show you the proof, I showed you the proof. You can laugh at it if you want, but this is factual artifact that they found. Now, and I'll show you the book I have called Hidden Archaeology. This shit is over 1,000 pages, and it's an unpublished book full of shit the government found that they never published. So, goodbye, your ass is done. Goodbye.
Boy, shut your goof ass. So that nigga said it's an unpublished book, and I get like, okay, it's censorship and shit, froze, but come on, folks. Come on, folks. Every fucking thing that you just pulled up, folks, was not a fact, fam. And I see why they was laughing at you, fam. On the real. I see why I would have laughed at you too, gang. On the real. Because, this is an actual fucking mummy that they found in Kemet, fam. A preserved. No, nigga. No, it's not. This is a new artifact. This is some shit they made, fam, for a movie or prop or some shit like that, fam. This is not real. This is off of one of them so-called conspiracy websites. And not to say that they don't have no truth on some of them websites, because they be having some truth. But then you got to do your research, though, because they'll wing your ass, boy, on the real. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right or wrong.
Do you want to refute that, or anybody want to refute that? I asked him to show me in the
clip. Time don't exist the way they teach you that exists. It don't. It only exists. Time only exists in certain dimensions, nigga, which is 3D and 4D. Anything below the fifth dimension, you're dealing with time, fam. That's the only time it's a measurement tool. How to get from one A to B. That's what time, nigga. That's what time is. It's a measurement tool. You know what I'm saying? And it's not linear like a timeline. You know what I'm saying? You sit in the middle of it, like the dot. If you look at the chemistry table, look at what the symbol for, is it the sun or gold on alchemy? It, like, you're the dot in that circle on phono.
That's right. He showed some food. Go ahead, Joe. Go. Go, Joe.
I was going to say, there's nothing to say because the brother didn't show any glyphs and the brother showed some.
I just showed you a medallion glyph found in the tomb.
That was not an Egyptian medallion glyph, gang.
Wait.
I'm going to get my book. You want me to
website?
You want to be on here all night? Because we could do this. I'll go get my book right now, and we can do this.
What you want me to show you proof of, gang? I mean, listen, I ain't come with like I can research what I bring you when you want to see my sources for certain shit. I'll bring it for you first, because I'm not just gonna tell you no bullshit. What you want me to prove to you, gang? You gotta be specific. Be specific.
Quiet, go, y'all. Go.
Accept defeat. You shouldn't have said you let your ego put you out there and now you looking crazy. You shouldn't have did that. You think everything fun? You think I just say shit to hear myself talk? No.
All right, can I just want to address it real quick.
I never go back to the callers. Y'all ain't answered none of my questions. I've been eating.
No, man, you gotta let him go. Come on, let him go. Let us go. Ujaro, you got the mic.
Like, what you want to know? Like I said, fam, time, like you said, it don't exist, but I'm telling you what it exists in and what it is. It's a tool, right? What you want me to know? What you want me to tell you about it, fam? Like I say, if you understand the dimensions and how it work. So right now, Dapper Slap is on live stream. We talking in the third density. This is 3D, the third D reality, right? 3D on the real. When you lay down and you close your eyes and you go into your dreams, that's considered the fourth density reality. That's 4D, right? When you have a dream, you can go to the future. You can see shit that happened in the future. You can see shit that's happening in your life right now. You can have a dream about some shit that just happened yesterday. And you can have a dream about some shit that already happened in the past. But guess what? Because you're dealing with past, present, and future, that's still time, right? So anything under the fifth dimension is the hell dimensions. The 50 reality, they be lying to y'all talking about they went to 50 and they in the 50 reality, they be lying. Like I said, them, when they talk about the pearly gates and the heaven was closed off, and this is all symbolic, but the shit was closed off, and the dense, it was closed off, folks. It was. To get to the 5D, everything's gonna align, fam, and that's what we headed to now. That's why everything is heating up on the planet, fam, because we're rising. The Schumann resonance is rising on the fucking planet, on the real. So the 3rd D and the 4th D reality will be crushed by the 5th D, folks. On the real, anything that can't match that frequency will be crushed in that time. This is the end of the cycle, and everybody's talking about the same shit right now, but they was living too far ahead of their so-called time. But I don't know what you specifically want me to tell you about it. Oh, fuck them. Like I said, Back to the Future.
Hey, I just need 30 seconds. One, that first picture you showed is a fake.
Never.
Facts, it was a fake.
It's a fake.
Let
It
them talk,
was.
Pharaoh, no cutting them off.
It's a fake. All right. Reveal the website where you got it from. It's a fake. It's a new age, this space age, new age stuff that's a fake. And then the second picture you showed was not a.
Exactly. He said it too. The new age. But when did that new age shit happen? Like I told y'all, it was after the Roswell crash, and they was talking about aliens, and they start challenging. They was challenging real life demons though. Shit that the ancestors told y'all niggas don't fuck with on the real. Also, what people don't understand is that our ancestors had a lot of, y'all know how they talk the movies like the genie in the bottle. The genies in the bottle, nigga, them were trapped spirits. Our ancestors put them bitches in the bottle for a reason and buried them bitches. And X don't mark the spot for treasure. X mean don't open that bitch on the real. Leave that bitch alone. That's what X mean on that motherfucker. When we put X's around the box, nigga, that mean don't touch that shit. It was buried deep inside the earth. But what the government doing? They're going all around the earth digging up old shit, but they say our ancestors ain't no shit. But why they digging up old books and shit and still trying to come out with some so-called information that's new? Ain't shit new under the sun, gang. They've been lying to everybody this whole fucking time.
Alien mummy. It was not.
Them motherfucking genies will trick your ass. They told you, give you 3 wishes. And then that third one, fam, they control your fucking life after that. And a lot of people on this planet dealing with them jinn spirits, fam.
Not an alien at all. And then third, you did not answer Unk's question. He asked you to show in the glyphs, the walls, any kind of inscription about the extraterrestrials or aliens, and you failed to do that. So one, you failed to.
Hey, that's crazy work, folks. Don't tell me he put Fifth in charge. He gonna burn our nation down. What's left of it on the real, straight up.
Unk's question. So I really don't have to say anything, but just for the listening audience, that first picture he showed was a fake. I challenge anybody to look up Pharaoh. Matter of fact, young Pharaoh, excuse me, post up the link where you got that picture from and have everybody look at it. That's a
yeah, we looked at it already.
Started in data
on the real, we looked at it already.
Experience or a degree.
That's some
Google data analytics.
Folks, that's funny as hell.
All right, back up, Pharaoh. Let's go. Put it back up, Pharaoh.
And this has been done, and it has been proven that the structures are older than the stories that have allegedly been deciphered.
Yeah, it's coming now to like a lot of stuff, like you say, man. It wasn't just like hidden too, though. Some stuff was hidden, some stuff was moved and turned, because at the beginning of the cycle, y'all know this though. Let me tell y'all this. Y'all know, I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. When I was young and I was in school, they was teaching me, they told Slap that we was in the Milky Way galaxy or whatever, right? Or Earth and all that is the Milky Way galaxy. What they didn't tell us is that how the Earth orbited away from the Milky Way galaxy, that we weren't actually in the Milky Way, folks, and we're orbiting back. That's the whole cycle we in. That's the full circle. As we enter back into the fucking Milky Way, folks, we hit a void in space like 300-some thousand years ago, which flipped the fucking Earth upside down. And the ancestors taught that north was really south and the south was really north and the east is west and the west is east. That's why you look at like the scriptures in the so-called Biblios, Helios text, which is what you call the Bible, and they tell you how you know what time you're living in when you see the sun rising from the west instead of the east. But every time we wake up, we see the sun rising in the east and not the west. But when the earth flip, nigga, it'll be rising in the west and not the east, because the east is west and the west is south. I mean, the west is east. The north is really south and the south is really north. On the real. And if you look at the map, you'll know that bitch is flipped upside fucking down. It'll make more sense. Backwards knowledge is what they got.
Hold on, this proves that the decipherment is either a lie or it's incorrect.
Does it mean the language can't be deciphered? Or it wasn't?
It has not.
Fully.
It has not told the fucking truth yet.
So if someone misleads people, that means the language wasn't deciphered?
Or you've been lied to.
Okay, then. So why don't you say black people been lied to? Why would you tell them one of their ancient languages?
See, there you go, polite. Polite on the money with this right here. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, niggas, say that it wasn't fully deciphered or they gave you back. They didn't tell you everything like it was supposed to be, nigga. They're talking to their oppressors. Understand that, right? That's like, you feel me? Why we gonna tell these niggas everything that if this power gets in the wrong hands, nigga? You feel me? Type shit. We gonna tell them, we gonna simplify this shit to the simplest form. We ain't gonna tell them really how we ascend and how we supposed to, you feel me? Until that time come again, because we on that time on the planet right now, folks, where everybody's gonna know the truth. You can't hide it no more. We get in there.
I said you've been lied to, and the meta nature has not been deciphered.
Well, I'm sorry, you said or. So it means either it hasn't been deciphered or.
Let me go, because I know how you like to do. Let me say this everybody be quiet so I can get this on the record.
That's all.
You have been lied to, African people. The meta nature has not been deciphered.
Nigga, hey Niles, think Truman Show, nigga. He said GTA, nigga. Think Truman Show, nigga. Oh, fuck that. Think the Truman Show, phase. That's how they set shit up. And what I believe though is I believe we live in a holographic world too. Like there's a lot of different theories out there. And just because they push certain things, what you call mainstream theories, is what people know. And that's what they're going to argue with you about. It's a mainstream theory. But there's hella theories out there. That's why it's no point in debating with motherfuckers, because a lot of different theories could be true. None of them have really been proven. This is just the one we're pushing out right now to the masses through school and through this. These are all theories, nigga. None of that shit was all proven. That's what people get. Why y'all arguing for? That's how Satan tricked everybody, nigga. Got y'all arguing about shit that nobody really know, nigga.
Because
so everybody, technically, everybody is pseudo. If you want to say that, nigga, everybody's pseudo. Because most of that shit couldn't be proven. You're going off of mass fucking theories, nigga. But people need to start using critical thinking. And that's something we need. But what they pushed was critical theories. They pushed out critical theories instead of critical thinking. Go do your homework. This is all facts.
Again, because dates don't match up with times, or
no, because the alleged stories produced by the alleged successful decipherment of the language do not match the construction.
I just want to say this too. I ain't said it all video, man. 65 people in the building. I appreciate y'all, man. If y'all hit the like button for the one time, man. Dapper slapping this bitch, putting out bangers back to back in this bitch. You heard?
Of the buildings, in regards to the time frame, the stories are falsely propagating that they were built. That's why it's a goddamn lie. If somebody say, "Hey, I went into a temple and the temple says that Johnny and Ray Ray built this statue 3,000 years ago," and then I test the statue and the statue 50,000 years, oh, the motherfucker is lying to me. That's common damn sense.
A lot of things too, though, about this Kemet shit, these pyramids over there and the Sahara Desert too, y'all. I don't know how I forgot to tell y'all this, though. We talk about the flip and the void and space and all that. Nigga, it was all water. It was an ocean over there, fam. Just like Arizona, it was an ocean, folks. That's like an ocean floor, nigga. On phone now. When the flip happen again, maybe the water go back over there and the water where it's ocean at now, you'll be able to see certain shit you couldn't see now. They don't know what the fuck is in that ocean. But I bet you if this planet flip and it's like a washer machine effect, nigga, water's gonna go all over the place. There's gonna be hurricanes, tsunami, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, all that Armageddon shit they talk about, nigga. On phone now. But how did you know if you ain't seen it yet? There's water corrosion all over the pyramids and over there in the so-called Africa, nigga. It is all evidence that shit used to be underwater. But people don't talk about that part either, though. I'm confused.
Dr. Ben,
they think they know everything.
An accredited scholar in his black community, okay, has already said it hasn't been deciphered. Motherfucking the brother Azra Quasi has already said it has not been deciphered.
Fully. And the reason why it hasn't been deciphered fully is because understand that the people that was deciphering that shit these are prisoners of war, right? And they had even more ancient shit than that. Which what you call like the old kingdom shit, right? That's the ancient shit. That's the shit they really ain't decipher because it's too complex for them to decipher that shit, froze. That's what you should have said to them niggas, gang. It's the old kingdom shit that they couldn't decipher, folks. They only got bits and pieces. But the modern so-called Egyptian shit that they got most of that, folks. That's how they made the Rosetta Stone, like I told y'all. On phone now. But when you get into the old, that's that ancient shit, and that people don't want to open their mind and start thinking about Atlantis and Lemuria, and before Lemuria was Mu, nigga. That's where that shit came from, nigga. It's really ancient, folks. But they couldn't decipher the old kingdom, so-called Egyptian shit and the Manu Neter shit. That Manu Neter shit is what they created, folks. That's how they deciphered it, folks. On the real. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And everything wasn't deciphered correctly. They were prisoners of war.
Actual scientists, okay, say that they don't even speak it.
Hey, Pharaoh.
Hold on, I'm not done. They say that they don't even speak it. Okay, they say that it's illegal. I mean, it's not illegal. It's not common or a practice within the scientific community to even speak it because they have not deciphered it and cannot vernacularly express it. So my thing is, if Dr. Ben said it's not deciphered, since we want to have black references, if Azra Kwesi said it's not deciphered, hold on. If Azra Kwesi,
fully deciphered,
said it hasn't been deciphered, let's see what Dr. Ben got to say about has the Manu Neter been deciphered. Here we go.
First question is approximately 7 foreign languages, but I speak languages that are considered dialect, and then I read some languages that are, in fact, what they mean dead. It means it could be read, but no one can speak it since that we don't have vowels for it. And a good one would be what you call Manu Neter. Some people going wrong saying that they speak in Manu Neter.
And that's what changed the game too. People got to understand language when you start looking at language arts too. A lot of that shit be the same because it derived from the regular shit, but they put the vowels in there. And some, depending on what language you speak, they place them differently or pronounce them differently. But it's the vowels that they inserted into the language for you to be able to pronounce that shit today.
That's just what it is. You can't speak it because there's no vowel. The European added some vowel to try to, communicate with each other. And there more than one such language. And there are many languages in which we have not.
Now, on phone now. This is where we at, right? Now we come full circle, huh? Now we come full circle, huh? You know what you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Right. This what people don't overstand, folks. There was ones here, ancient ones still here, that was keepers of this knowledge. On the real, it's a war out here, folks. Spiritual battle warfare, straight up. And there's people that's responsible for uplift. We've been given messiahs and messengers and prophets, folks, every 1,000 years. The person that they called Jesus was one of them, but they stole Yahshua characteristics and gave it to Jesus. Jesus was a created character, was the demonic figure. Nigga, that so-called pale skinned person that y'all be worshiping and shit, that is not Yahshua. That's not Yahshua, folks. And he never taught the things that Jesus, that they said he was teaching, folks. They never told y'all the truth. Let me give y'all an example of the real meaning of, listen, baptisms, right? A lot of people don't know when they was talking about being born again into like Christianity and all that. It's all symbolic. Marriages, all symbolic. And I'm gonna give you an example, right? When your mother carry you in her belly, right? You are in the water, right? Before you born, right? Before you give birth, what happens? The water breaks. Her water breaks. And you submerge out of the womb. You come out of the waters onto the land. You moor. And people don't understand what moor really is, but that's what a moor is. From out of the waters onto the land, that's how a boat comes onto shore. It's called mooring. On phone now. That's a real baptism of being born again. And when you reincarnate through the mother's womb, that's when they put you into the church and y'all into the water, which y'all supposed to be in the fucking ocean and the living, moving water when you're doing that ritual. It's a ritual. They submerge your ass head first underwater. That is symbolic to being put back into your mother's womb. And then they bring you back up again. And they say that you were born again. with your new parents, which is so-called Jesus. You confess Jesus. You say that my physical father, this is not my father no more. This is I'm tied to Jesus now. That's what they're telling you in that ritual. You denounce your physical father, your physical mother, and you're married to Jesus now. They're not teaching y'all the truth of what baptisms really was. The true baptism is when you come out your mother's womb. The real marriage too is not walking down the aisle, here comes the bride. That's a ritual too. On phone now. The real marriage is when you lay down. People understand sex is marriage. Simple. When you put your penis into a woman, that when you put that ring on the finger, it's symbolic to the penis is going into the vagina, folks. That's the marriage. But when the bride walking down in all white, she's supposed to be pure. That white means she's pure on the real. And the man, her father, hands you off to the husband on phone now. And y'all say y'all ritualistic shit in front of the families as a witness. But then y'all go to what? The honeymoon. The honeymoon is what the real wedding is. Where only you, your wife, and so-called God is the witness of y'all becoming union. When you put your penis in her, folks, and y'all become one. Y'all become like God. Y'all become like creator. Because now y'all can create life together. The true Holy Trinity. On phone now. It's real shit in the Bible, but they don't tell y'all what it really means. On the phone now. They be lying to niggas.
A man no one seems to have decoded yet along the Nile and elsewhere.
I read some languages that are, in fact, what they mean dead, it means it could be read, but no one can speak it since that we don't.
The coffin is to be placed back into the earth for the flesh. The flesh can lay down, folks. That's what people scared of. They be like, niggas dead. Niggas is not dead. Energy don't die. On phone now. From the dust you came, from the dust you shall return, gang. That's the flesh. The energy moves on. You get another vessel. On phone now. But that YOLO, you only live once, all that's some bullshit. On the real. People so confused, they just be repeating anything out here, but they don't know what the ancestors truly taught of reincarnation or how you reincarnate. On phone now. We live in physical vessels. That's how the spirit operates on this planet. It can't operate without it, or else it's just sitting in another reality, which is the fourth. Like I say, that's the 4D. That's the 4D, just think dream time, nigga. That's dreams. That's where the spirit's at. That's where everything, and it's in the 4D. And people think they're getting powers on TikTok talking about, oh, the 3-eye atlas and all, nigga. All that Matrix shit, people forget, nigga. When they was on that ship in the Matrix, when they woke up, nigga, guess what? They had shit attached to the back of their head. They was sitting on a seat. They attached shit to the back of their head. And then they went to so-called sleep, nigga. And they went into the fourth dimension, which was the dream reality when they was dodging bullets and doing all this power shit, nigga. That was in 4D, not 3D, nigga. On real. They be lying to y'all niggas, fam. People be missing the clues, though.
And a good one would be what you call Medu Neter.
The Darian period, over 10,000 years ago. So you have different periods of writing of the Medu Neter. Most people just look at it for face value. Then you have the Old Kingdom. During the time of the Pyramid period, you had the Middle Kingdom period of writing.
That slap ain't no teacher. I'm just the messenger, gang. And there's a lot of us out here, the true ones. We ain't asking y'all for $1, but we gonna tell y'all these niggas is fraud on phone now.
So have the New Kingdom, okay? Now that's the writing that we're most familiar with, the 18th and 19th dynasties, okay? That's the writing that's on the temples when you go there now. Most of that is from the 18th and 19th dynasty. That's the time period of what we look at most, okay? Neb-Petty-Rod, most the first, okay? During that period, who opened up the 18th dynasty. We're looking at the Menkaperat Tahuti Mays period. The famous one out of that period would be Menkaperat Tahuti Mays.
On phone them 7, talk your shit, but you know where that come from? Niggas ain't gonna tell you what that really is, nigga. That's Moore's science, nigga. That's Moore's science. And that's what they said that we are. Lost at sea, dead at sea, folks. There's a word for that. On the real. That's when people talking about they black. They don't know what they saying. They don't know what they saying. They consider themselves dead to law. According to law, it's Law's Black's Dictionary. I don't know anybody trying to hear that shit. I'm phone now. Well, you ain't got to, but truth is truth on the real. And when you know what you're doing, fam, stand on your square and circle it off, fam, on the real.
The third, all right, okay, we're looking also at Natin, we're looking at King Tutankhamun. That's famous for the 18th dynasty. And then the 19th dynasty, Ursa Ma'at, Rasa, Tipperary, Mesoameri, Amun. How do we know these names? Because we can read these names on the king's list. We can read these names, okay, on the Medu Neter. A lot of that period is very
I'm telling you where it came from. It's more science, fam. And people get thrown off by that word, though, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's a misnomer. No different than Indian. This is what they called us. We didn't call ourselves this on the real. But if you look into the science, that's what it's called. This is when Noble Drew Ali, this is a lot of shit he was teaching. I believe he was a prophet. He broke down the true teachings of what you call the Biblios Helios Tech, which was the Bible. And a lot of these niggas like Pharaoh and Polite, they'll quote that shit, but they won't give him credit for like, hey, this was his shit. That was Buddy shit on phone them. But they whack Buddy too on the real. I believe he was our prophet to this land over here. Like Yahshua was the prophet for our cousins in so-called Africa over there. They was being oppressed on phone them. We had our own prophet over here too, folks. And they told you the truth about all that shit. If you really look into it and see what it really meant and stop listening to what other people told you, look that shit up. And you be like, damn, that shit crazy. On the real. Ain't none of this shit new. They just recycling and regurgitating information that's been out here. But they mix it up and say, oh, he was talking about this, he was talking about that. But see what that shit really means. Because there's a spiritual meaning, a physical meaning. There's 3 levels to everything, like I told you. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Or understanding. Overstanding. Some people just got a piece, one key. On the real, put that shit together and see what it truly brings out.
repetitious. Okay, but when we get into the Old Kingdom, that gets harder to read. In fact, the 18th dynasty had a hard time, in some cases, reading some of the Medu Neter. Keep in mind, the Medu Neter had an exoteric interpretation, okay, as well as an esoteric interpretation.
Right.
So there was a deeper inner meaning that only the priests understood, okay.
So y'all hear me, right? This Dr. Phil Valentine, right? By the way, on phone now. So he telling y'all, even like the old kingdom shit is what they really didn't understand. That's what Pharaoh should have really said. But the old kingdom shit is the most ancient shit on the planet. So the people that was translating the Egyptian to Greek after they was defeated in war, they wasn't the original niggas either. They just knew the shit because they was their ancestors. That was their ancestor shit. But the priest that was in charge of holding the knowledge, why would they give it to their oppressors, which was the Greek, for them to create their own Greek mythology? Yeah, they created Greek mythology, but they didn't get that shit all the way right. The same thing with Rome. After Rome defeated Greek, it's all watered down shit from our ancestors that they still got backwards. They got it backwards. But I'm gonna rewind it a little bit though, because I'll be talking too much. My bad. We should be almost done with this almost, man.
Of the Medu Neter. We can read these names on the king's list. We can read these names, okay, on the Medu Neter. A lot of that period is very repetitious. Okay, but when we get into the Old Kingdom, that gets harder to read. In fact, the 18th dynasty had a hard time, in some cases, reading some of the Medu Neter.
Why?
Keep in mind, the Medu Neter had an exoteric interpretation, okay, as well as an esoteric interpretation. So there was a deeper inner meaning that only the priests understood. Okay, so but you also had the heretic writing. Okay,
can I tell y'all something? Right? Remember I told y'all about the Etruscans, how they popped up out of nowhere, and they civilized Rome. For they taught Rome how to conquer. Remember, Rome is the ones that went and defeated Greek, and Greek was the ones that sacked the ancestors over there, the so-called Egyptians, right? The Kemet, right? Shit is crazy when y'all really go back and look at this fucking history. The Etruscans popped out of nowhere. Where the fuck they come from? Also, when I think it was Niles earlier said, yeah, the true people that got the knowledge. Who was those people? Because I keep getting sidetracked. Who was those people? They was the Essene. They were called the Essene. When they talk about Yahshua, or they so-called Jesus, which was really Yahshua, they don't teach you in the so-called churches, folks. Like I told you, I was in them churches. I learned that shit. They don't teach you about Yahshua going to the Essene, learning from the Essene. These are the true keepers of the knowledge, and they've been here since the beginning. They're still here today. Go look up who the Essenes were. On phone now.
writing was kind of like a cursive type of writing. So there were various forms of writing, but just to come out blatantly and say none of the
I'll type it in the
has not
chat
been
too so y'all
deciphered,
know how to spell it.
you know, you can't say that, okay?
Got another fucking, let's go.
At the end of the day, what we have here is a thief, a Satanist,
I think I spelled that right,
and
too.
a con artist. This explains why he has a song about
Look who they
robbing
were
Jesus.
and what they did.
This is why he can proudly use a logo that is not his. This is why he can steal the identity of Sandra Bland and, strange enough, turn around and claim that other people are stealing from him. Folks, this is an open and shut case. Anyone that follows this man cannot be intelligent. This is a man that cannot spell.
Yeah, but that's how they tricked y'all, though. That's that, like, you know what I'm saying? If people don't know about the birth certificate, social security shit already, man, they cooked. I'm gonna be honest with you. They all the way cooked. They all the way cooked on the real. But I think at the round table, I had made a post too for people that want to join, that do want to talk. Cause a lot of y'all are very intelligent in the comment. And I appreciate you, whether you agree or not. What I'm saying, we can just go back and forth and just have a conversation. I'm not here to debate. I just like high level conversations, folks, on the real. Think about certain shit that's actual factuals. Like, nigga, you can't debate that. This really, nigga, what? They didn't decipher this part, they didn't that. So could there be a way that they didn't get that shit correctly? These are the real questions niggas need to be asking when they looking for truth. Instead of trying to say that the mainstream theories is actual facts, because they not. On phone now.
His own name.
We're gonna talk about it more.
In every post he creates on social media, you can bet your bottom dollar there's gonna be misspellings, there's gonna be typos, because young pseudo does not pay close attention to detail, and he cannot spell. Young pseudo, as they call him, is a professional troll whose main audience consists of single mothers. He takes no accountability for the information and imagery he provides, and he will put anything in his presentation just to make a point.
Yeah, man, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, I messed with that soft AI when I did that shit with like Fib folks, but I'm gonna keep it buck with you, G, on the real, Mr. Knowledge. I don't agree with AI, folks. Fuck AI. They need to take that shit. Niggas need to leave that shit alone. Don't even promote that shit, folks, because that's some cold bullshit. If they giving niggas AI now, folks, understand how advanced the government is. They already 10, 20 years ahead. And if they giving us AI to fuck with it the way that niggas is really doing that shit today, it's a problem, fam. On the real. It's a real fucking problem. Leave that shit alone, fam. I don't fuck with it.
Ask him about the spider. Do you know anything about that? What he's talking about with some spider?
The spider?
Yeah, they try to say I showed a slide in my Anunnaki lecture with a spider, and the motherfucker was.
Look, this before the tattoo, before the mushroom, before we talk about spiders, gang. Yo, hold on. Yo, wait, what about the spiders, G?
Let's say not real.
I should have been played this.
There is no motherfucking spider in my motherfucking in my Anunnaki lecture at all. Now there is a series of videos at the end of my lecture where I show unidentified creatures such as a fairy, a dragon flying, some shit teleporting.
Straight up, I don't know how to say your name, fam. Ezra Scope on phone now. We not listen, ain't nothing new under the sun that mean that you have to be remembering shit. It's remembering things that you forgot, you fell asleep, or whatever it is. But the information ain't for everybody. It applies. I ain't gonna say it applies differently, but it was passed down differently depending on where you was at on the planet. Over here in what they call America today, which is finna fall, it's finna crash because it was built on a fraud. This was everything Noble Drew Ali was talking about, and so-called Yasha was talking about. They whole system that has went full circle. America was the so-called America. Tamari was the last place that they conquered. The last ones they should have never fucked with, but it's full circle. They did nothing different to us than they did around the whole fucking world, stealing their identity, saying that they something they not. They did the whole fucking shit all around the fucking world. On the real. Now it's done, bro. It's the end of the cycle. On the real. But it's nothing to like you say, nobody's teaching nobody nothing on the planet. It's all just, hey, I reminded you this, I'm just reminding you that. Because when you truly awoken and you really walking with that light inside you, you know that it's all connected to the greater source and everything happened for a reason. On phone now.
All kind of UFOs, all kind of shit. Now this video that I show is a compilation video that I snatched off the internet. So if that's what they're referring to and they're trying to say it's not real, I don't give a fuck because I didn't make the motherfucker. In my slide, I show all kind of UFO. I show the goddamn UFO on CNN with the goddamn general of the Air Force telling you that it's not one of their aircrafts and showing it disassemble a nuclear weapon. I show all kind of actual factual videos in my slide.
Actual
so
factual.
If that's the video they're referring to and it just so happens to not be correct, I don't give a fuck. I didn't make it. Shit.
So
Eve to me is basically
this I want to show y'all something too. So I think I got it. If not, if I can screenshot it and send it.
There is a long list of buffoonery and ridiculous statements I could attribute to young Pseudo, but I'm pretty sure you guys are already sick to your stomach.
Hell yeah.
And so I want to end this video with what Mr.
Real quick, hold on. I want to show y'all something real quick. This is an example, right? What you call hieroglyph. Hieroglyph is just another word for Menuneter, which is the actual language of the true so-called Egyptians, right? Boom, right? This is I forget what the name of the tomb that they found this in. So what they say is that this is not a spaceship, right? And this is what I guess why people would try to say that this is on the walls. But in anybody's defense, nobody truly know what the fuck that was. But what they tell us, which is Egyptologists, and we all know that Egyptologists is all bullshit on the real. They saying that this is what one pharaoh wrote over another pharaoh's hieroglyph. So it came out to make a weird symbol. Go look it up, folks. If y'all want, screenshot this and go cross-reference to that shit, fam. Like, what did this mean? What they were trying to say? They gonna tell you, folks, on the real, that another pharaoh's ascribed over another pharaoh's shit on the wall, folks. So it came out looking like some bullshit. But this kind of looked like I don't know, folks. But this is some real shit. This is a real so-called hieroglyph or off the Menuneter on the real. So if you do your research and your homework, you're gonna see that some of that shit don't make sense what they saying, and you know that it ain't all fully been deciphered, fam. And it's not an argument. It's not. If that's the case, like I say, everybody is pseudo. On phone now, everybody is, because you going off another. Everybody is regurgitating from another researcher from before them, and before them, and before them. That's why you got so many theories. But which one is actually the correct theory? That's what we all finna find out very soon. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all on phone now. Let me put this shit back up. We almost done.
Young Pharaoh had to say about the flat earth, which is if the earth were flat, people would burn up because of the fire in the earth's core. Let's end this expose with this footage of young Pseudo documenting a UFO
That's what I'm saying. So y'all know, like in like I said, one of the theory I believe in is the holographic theory, fam. That everything is just a reflection on the real and fragments of reflection on the real. So what you would call the earth core that's inside the earth is actually what you see in the sky and what y'all think is the sun. The sun is truly not outer space. It's actually inside the earth. Everything is inside that planet. It's nothing out there. Everything is inside. So when they keep saying this shit is coming from outer space, they be lying about a lot of shit, because everything is coming from within the planet. It's an inner earth and everything is reflecting. It's the hologram.
And explaining why the earth is not flat.
And I don't believe the earth is flat either. On phone them, that's some bullshit. Your ancestors nigga told y'all niggas a long time ago, before it was ever a debate, that the earth was not flat, nigga. They told you niggas, folks. It's in the circular roundish form. It's not a complete full perfect circle, nigga, but it's in a sphere. It's like a sphere. On phone them, your ancestors told you that, nigga. Why are y'all trying to flip that shit?
Family, welcome to another great class session, Pharaoh Allah University. Due to physical law and gravity, that the earth can't be flat, because for one, we will be being incinerated by the fire.
Nah, Froze, because for one, ain't shit flat in the universe. Let's say that, Froze. Look at the Milky Way galaxy. Everything spirals out of the Milky Way, right? It's built in a spiral. So how can anything be flat coming out of a spiral? End of debate. What the fuck is you talking about?
because it would not be able to.
You cut a tree in half. What you call a Fibonacci sequence. Nigga, go look at everything. It has spirals and everything, folks. Everything spirals. Our hair spirals, what they call the nappy head. Nigga, we nappy head because we spiral like the fucking universe and we connected with the fucking universe. Nigga, nothing coming out of the fucking spiral is straight. If it is straight, that means it's not connected to nature, fam. It's far away from nature, fam. It's not connected to source, fam.
Circulate. Remember, a circle allows energy to flow. The fire in the Earth's core, or the lava, or the magma, whatever you want to call it, would not be able to circulate or funnel because it would be on a flat surface. So the ground would be heating up. The roots of the trees and the plants would be being burnt. If you take a cup of water and you throw the water in the air, it's going to come back down. That shows you that the water is not outside.
It's not hard now. You're making excuses. What? Okay, listen. If you truly want to know, folks, that's the thing. You have to go back to the beginning, the origins of everything. Look at the origins of everything. If you in your heart, because that book wasn't meant for us. That book was meant for the people that's not natural, fans. It's trying to teach them how to be civilized. We was born to honor our fathers, honor our mother, certain things like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything they teach, some of that shit, none of us need to read that book to know that shit. We already walk like this. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what side of the fence you standing on. Because there's two different sides. Like I said, it's a spiritual war out here, fam. Some people in it for themselves. And when you look at the universe, fam, how I would look at it, it's like a big ass mirror that broken. And everybody picked up their own shard, fam, and they looking at themselves instead of putting that shit back together. Those are the ones that's causing division. They don't want to put the big picture back together, folks. They don't want to put it all back as one. On the real. What side is you standing on? Because those are the people, that's what makes it difficult. Because the people that want to be God and think that they are God and they created something, nigga, build a pyramid. Bring all them missing children back right now, God, on phone now. Or is God inside of you? Is that a source that you can go inside of yourself and connect with and communicate with that can guide you to that truth if you really wanted to know it? It'll happen. But what I'm going to tell people on that note, folks, you have to be careful what the fuck you want to know. Because the history is not beautiful like motherfuckers try to paint it to be. It's a lot of bullshit that happened, folks. It'll break you down. But you got to accept that shit. And you got to remove your emotions out of that shit. And just have a clear understanding, overstanding on what the fuck really happened. It's not that hard. It's what side of the fence you standing on, fam. You trying to become one with the all, or you trying to be like a young Pharaoh ass nigga trying to say you better than all your ancestors and you trying to divide everything, fam. Because when you stay divided, you can't see the whole picture. You ever played puzzles when you was growing up, folks? You have to take every piece and put it together to see the actual, the whole picture, folks. You can't do that when everybody taking a piece of the puzzle and going elsewhere. They going to the chip, folks, with their piece. We all play a piece in life. We all have a role. Even like it or not, YP2. Every single person has a role, folks. It ain't that hard.
Side of the law of gravity, which is created due to being in the center of a giant sphere.
They in it for the money, man. They not in it for bringing people together, for bringing people out of oppression. That's what it was all about. The people is oppressed, fam. And this shit is over with. It's over with. Only way you can keep people oppressed is keeping them divided. And understand that you are not your body, your flesh, fam, but you are the light inside of you. Everybody got a different light. Like you see the chakras, all different colors. That's nature. It shows up in the flowers. It shows up in the fruits, the vegetables, all different colors. But people arguing about skin color, like nature don't produce all different fucking colors. We are different colors of the chakra center. That's what they was teaching you niggas in Power Rangers. I keep telling y'all, that's what Power Rangers, all these different colors coming together. They talking about the Northern Lights, all these different colors, like the Power Rangers, right? Red, blue, green, all these different colors from nature coming together, folks. The Power Rangers had to fucking come together, G. The Yellow Ranger was so-called Asian. The so-called Black Ranger was so-called melanated. The so-called Red Ranger was so-called pale skin. These was all different nations coming to fucking together no matter what the fuck they look like, bringing their powers as one. It's morphin' time, motherfuckers. But y'all stay divided. Jamaica arguing with Haiti. Haiti arguing with America. Y'all niggas divided. Y'all demons. But the true people of the land, we work together in spirit, connected to the great fire, which is source, where we all come from. But they want to keep people divided. That's why it's hard, G. I'm telling y'all niggas.
So the energy on the earth is being allowed to circulate, but it's not being allowed to leave the atmosphere due to the iron core of the earth. So the earth is not flat. It's a three-dimensional shape. I hope y'all learned something also about numbers.
It sounds crazy, but it's the truth, y'all.
The number 1 is.
But y'all stay divided.
It has 1 angle. 2 is 2 because it has 2 angles. 3 is 3 because it has 3 angles.
Let's watch this video because a few days after we
y'all stay divided. If you hold your hand out right now, folks, you got what, 4 fingers and a thumb, and them bitches is spread out, folks. Like you hold up your hand, folks, them bitches is divided. If you swing and you hit a motherfucker like that, it might sting a little bit, G. On phone now, you just smack the shit out of a motherfucker. But when them fingers come together, G, all them different, you feel me? You ball them bitches up to a fist, it hit different. On phone them, it hit different. It's about coming together, not staying divided. I keep telling y'all. That's the true shit. And that's what the true knowledge was all about, was bringing everything back into one, which is inside of themselves. That's the source. God ain't up there or out there. It's inside of you and everybody else. And when you know that, you will have respect and love for everything, all living things, fams. Everything sentient beings, you will have love for it because you would know where it came from and that you was also connected to it.
At him for his UFO claims. A few days after we laughed at him for his UFO claims, guess what happened? He came up with a UFO sighting. Let's watch this UFO sighting.
Hey now, UFOs on deck.
Fro's got UFOs on deck, gang.
Get the fuck out of here!
I hear horns.
Just left and came back.
That's expressway.
Right there, that's flickering. You've been sitting here watching this. Oh, look at that shit.
Y'all,
it's leaving.
If you got headphones on, you can hear beeping like brum, brum. You can hear that shit in the background, folks.
Hey, family, this is a damn highway. This is a highway. This is a highway.
This is y'all fucking leader Froze. This is the undisputed evidence he had out there when he was attacking them, G. He made himself look like a dumbass. Huh? First, he really did this shit, y'all. This is before the mushrooms, the tattoo, and all that, gang. This is the original Froze, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? This is damn near Lil Fee from Guilford. He wasn't even Froze yet, nigga. He was this Lil Fee from Guilford going into young Pharaoh on phone now.
It's a highway. And if you
I'm done. This video is done.
Hell yeah, this shit done, gang. This video is done, man. I appreciate y'all for fucking with Dapper Slapping this bitch. Putting out bangers. Back to back, right or wrong, now. But you know, before I go though, man, I gotta hit you with the vibe on the real. 64 people in the building, man. If y'all have not hit that like button already, fuck with Dapper Slap for the one time, man. I'll be kicking it with y'all, man. Fuck with me for the one time. You heard? He said the aliens taught him everything. You want to know why? Like I told y'all, they was channeling demons, face. All of niggas channeling demons. They channeling energy. You know, that's demonic. I'm telling y'all, everything is inside of y'all, folks. Stop channeling them. Aliens taught them everything. New Age, Aquarius, satanic movement. After the Roswell crash, I'm telling you, demons.
But I'm stressed, so the palm blue to the long tool, and I'm fresh off a zone, so you can make the wrong move with a breath, and I'ma lay a nigga down and get loose like a stretch. So high I should have feathers, cause this kush up in the blunt. No, you niggas cannot see me, probably could if you look up. And if you trying to get on my level, you gon' probably need a launch. Keep that 9 and make you niggas play y'all role till I say cut. Yo, what's up when you see me, cause I'm always with the mobsters. Clocking, dressed in all black like we gothic. Mobsters, scummy money, always looking for a stain. They ask why we be on dummy, cause these hoes got all the brain. Can't refrain from the violence, I see it all around. That 8R like a weight bar, always hold a pound. Them the steps that I'm taking, cause I see these niggas hating when I'm sicker than the patient. So I lay a nigga down, nigga down. You already know, man. Knee slapping this bitch. Come a time in every man's life, man. You gotta look back on your past, man, and they will move forward. Oh, now. Shit ain't been the same since I copped the brick. When he coulda did the same if he copped and flipped. See, I copped and passed while he copped and jagged. Now I'm copping weight, he still copping bags. Look, I lit the strip up with nothing but them hot rocks. Suck buck blows, the size of the cough drop. Niggas had cash stashed up in a lockbox. I bet that'll get the block jumping like hopscotch. Bad times, look, word got around. Got noticed too soon, got noticed by them goons. But fuck that, I'ma still do what I does. For that much dough, I'll take a few of them slugs. You'll take it in blood, cause everybody dying for something. Rapper, rhyme or something. Niggas working 9 to 5s or something. Carrying 9s on your grind or something. But if it ain't for that dough, then you dying for nothing, nigga.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, I just want to say one more thing on my closing note, gang. On the real. Be careful who y'all get y'all information from out there, man. On the phone now. All these motherfuckers got backwards knowledge. There is truth out there. It's not all bullshit. But understand it's not about you being so-called God. It's about connecting with the source inside of you, folks, or what they so-called God, folks. They went into our mystery schools. The information has been passed down through mystery schools. They have it even in Freemasonry, all that shit. But they flip it. Study who Albert Pike was, Aleister Crowley, Helena Blavatsky. They was motherfucking the last famous ones that pushed the shit out in the early 1900s, gang. Source that shit with your ancestor shit because that's what they was studying. They all studied your ancestor shit, so-called Egyptian. All of them people I just named, and then they flipped it on for them, and they was channeling demons. Dapper slap, I'm out this bitch. I don't fall down.
Knee slap entertainment, bitch.
Yeah, gotta keep your best foot forward, man. Now we walking down that narrow path, one by one, where everybody else seem to be following that crowd. Down that broad and spacious path, man, leading to destruction, nigga. But you keep your head up, man, cause we all fall down, nigga. But we get up on phone now.